Did I click it right? Okay, yeah, no, I did. Alright guys, so we're going to continue where we left off last time, and we're going to figure out how to draw these atoms a little bit better, and I'll have you guys practice a few different ones. So make sure that you have 3 different crayons, 3 different colored crayons. Or you go. What I would do is I would go ahead and make a mark at the top that shows what each color represents, and remind yourself something. So you can draw a plus sign in one color and make sure it's labeled protons. I'm going to go ahead and put 1 AMU for the mass as well. And you don't have to do pink, you can do whatever colors you want. Alright? I'm going to make blue my neutrons, which is also 1 AMU. And the negative symbols are electrons. 0 AMU. So I like to differentiate these with different colors. That way you know exactly what you're looking at, and hopefully it can help you remember how to calculate things like your mass number and versus your atomic mass. Get some of those straight. So I'll mostly make you guys draw ones up here at the top because they're smaller and easier to draw. Like we could draw uranium, but it would take us like the whole period. So okay, maybe I'll let you draw whatever one at the end. Like if you want to draw it. Anyway, let's do one together. Nate, you want to pick one for us? One of these top 2 or 3 lines. Which one? Hydrogen. Great one to start with. Alright. So whenever we're going to draw these, go ahead and label them, each one too. Don't make your drawings too big. Like, you should be able to fit 6 probably on each side of this paper. I'm not saying we're going to do 12 entirely, but give yourself some room, okay? Label of hydrogen, and I'm going to draw. So, our rules for drawing, we're always going to draw our protons first. So our plus signs. How many protons should hydrogen have?
1.
1. Good. 1 plus sign. Good. Then I'm going to draw my neutrons next. Who remembers how to figure out how many neutrons there are?
0.
There are 0. How do we know that? How did you know that? You don't know how you know it, you just know it? That's alright. We look at our atomic mass, okay? For hydrogen, it's 1. So that means that the mass of the protons plus the neutrons is equal to 1. How many do we have here right now?
1.
Alright, then we're good. So no neutrons in this case. Now for electrons, you could even get a 4th color if you wanted to for your circles. I'm just doing it in 1 color, it doesn't matter. How many electrons should there be? 1. Unless it's a, what's it called when there's a different number of electrons? We just talked about this last time. It starts with an I. Different number of charges, different number of electrons. Ions, that's right, good. Alright, so here's our hydrogen, that's literally done. 1 positive, 1 negative charge. How many electrons can the second, or this first shell hold? 2. And then the second shell and third shell can hold 8. not what we're learning. Alright, let's do another one together, a little bit harder one. Jenna, do you want to pick one? You don't want to? Well, carbon? Okay. Carbon's a great one. How many protons should I put in here, Jenna? Two protons? Look at carbon on your periodic table. What's its atomic number? 6. So that's how many protons I'm going to put in. When you draw these, don't draw them all nice and organized. They're random in the nucleus. I want you guys to remember that by drawing them kind of randomly. Alright, what's the atomic mass of carbon? Anybody? 12.01. Okay, we're going to call that 12. And so we got 6 already. How many neutrons should I add to get to 12?
6.
6 more. Good. Drawing randomly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess how many electrons?
6.
Good. Devin, how many are going to be in the first shell?
2.
2. 1, 2. And then I got to draw a second shell, right? Whenever I draw this, I want 4 positions, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I told you to label it. I almost forgot to. My bad. This is carbon. Great. Do lithium. Yeah, draw lithium now. You can do it, and then I'll go over it with you guys in 2 minutes. Or less if we get done before then. Lithium's right here.
Yeah, I just can't read any of the details.
There should be other periodic tables around. I don't know. Look on the back table. Or in that physical science book in the back. In just the back cover, there's a periodic
So
table.
there's that drawer right below you gave on the corner there, there should be some there, honey. That very first drawer,
Yeah, like
right below that book.
where the forks and knives would be. But then,
Oh, correct.
got them in.
Three,
You guys need any last looks at this before I erase it? Or remind yourself? Okay. Dave's finishing up. You guys are done? Devin, you got it?
I'm done.
Lithium. Protons,
3, 4.
3. Neutrons,
3.
3.
try again.
What?
4.
Oh.
They should have 4 neutrons in the nucleus. The atomic mass is 7. This number should add up to 7. First shell has how many electrons?
2.
And then the second shell will have how many more?
1.
1 more.
Yeah, never mind.
We want a total of 3. Unless it's an ion. Alright, Your lithium should look like this. Alright, I'm going to give you a list of a few more, and I'm gonna come around with the video. I'm gonna look at everybody's and make sure it's all okay. Any requests, any of them you guys wanna do?
Gold.
Maybe at the very end. I'm gonna keep them pretty easy on you.
Nitrogen. And for
Let's do nitrogen,
Why is sodium?
neon, sodium,
magnesium.
So pick the ones that have lots of drama.
chlorine, and aluminum. Let's do and then I might have you do one other of your choice at the very end. Get to draw them. Can we see what you got so far, Gabe, on the video? It looks great, I promise.
Okay.
Nice. Let's make sure you're labeling all of them. You're okay. Looking good, Devin. Good job. Again, make sure we're labeling them. Nicely labeled, very clear. Great job, Jenna. I see your guys's for the video. Nice. Looking good. I like how you got it spaced out too and ready. Good job, both of you. So while you're working, I'm going to go ahead and put up, so there's no confusion, the atomic mass of all these, the mass number that I want you to use, because technically they can have different forms. Remember, we use this to find the number of protons and neutrons that should be in the nucleus. Because I could write, instead of nitrogen 14, I could write like nitrogen 12. All that would change is the number of neutrons. Do you guys remember what it's called when an atom has a different mass and a different number of neutrons? It starts with an I.
Or you remember
Isotopes. Great job. We can have different isotopes for each of these, if we want, but I want you to keep it simple for now.
I want you to make sure.
What's that?
I want you to make sure that
Okay. So it would have 7 protons. 1, 2. Okay. You, do you see what you did? Okay. You have 9 negative charges here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because you just counted. Yeah, you are supposed to have 7. That's right. Just not in the same circle. So it's okay. It's hard to erase crayon. Yeah, that's an easy mistake to make. You just lose count or think that you're counting the final number in the second row. What's up, Gabe? Need some help?
Yeah, I marked it up because I heard what you were talking about over there. So would it be like, it'd be like 3 on each layer, or like almost that much until it gets to 7? Or,
Oh, on the electrons?
yeah.
Okay, so the first one has 2
Okay.
at most every time, okay?
Okay.
And then the second one can hold up to 8. So she counted 7 in the second one, but was just confused because she already had 2 in the first one. So that was a total of 9 instead of the 7 that she was trying to get to. She just forgot to count the first row. So whenever we're doing this, you want to do nitrogen together?
I think I was doing nitrogen, yeah.
Okay. So give yourself space down here. Draw your plus signs for the atomic number. So that's right there.
Oh, 7.
Yep, 7.
Okay.
That's
But I can't
protons.
can't draw all the 7 protons, can I?
You can
Draw
just
7 protons.
yeah, just draw 7 like random little plus signs together.
Okay.
That's good. Good. And then we take, so I said 14 up there, and it says, 14 here as well. But we want our center, the nucleus, to weigh 14. We already have 7 in there from your protons. So how many neutrons are we going to add in?
Another 7?
That's right. Another 7.
On the other layer, right?
Nope. Just randomly mixed in there will be our neutrons. Yep. They'll be around them and in between them everywhere.
Okay.
That's fine. Now, this is where we'll draw our circles. And realistically, like, if this was the nucleus, the circle would be like as big as this room. It's way away from the nucleus, but it's impossible to draw it that way. So just draw circle. You'll need 2 circles around it. 1, 2. Great. First layer holds how many electrons?
2.
2, that's right. So you can draw 2. 1, 2, perfect. And now we're trying to match our negative charges to our positive charges, right?
Yeah.
We've got 2. We need to get up to 7. So how many more are you going to add on that second layer?
That'd be 4. Or 6. 5.
5, that's right. You're okay.
Sorry.
No worries, man.
Okay.
So then the second layer can hold up to 8. So no, we can fit 5, no problem.
Okay.
And like I said, when you do this, I want you to put 1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4.
sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Just start. Negative charges. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they start doubling up after that.
So they just put them.
Yeah, just put one more like right next to it. Yeah. Perfect. That's 7. That's it.
Okay.
You're good. Label it nitrogen.
I wish I had a pencil. All I have. Okay.
Yes, I like crowns. That's fine.
Okay.
Good.
I don't know what that G is. There you go.
And then do those other 4 as well.
Okay.
Good job. Let me know if you need more help. Okay. I think that there's been some mistakes made.
Yeah.
Oh, I see you crossed them out, didn't you? Did you put the atomic mass for the number of protons?
Yeah.
I can see that. Okay. That's all right. It looks like you fixed it. Good job. Easy mistake to make. You guys doing good over here? I'll show your progress on the video, please. Thank you. I'm trying to keep everyone's faces out of it because I know you guys, everyone doesn't want their face in the video, obviously. You guys are doing really good, though. Looks good.
On this one will be a third ring with one on it.
Yes. Yep. So, and actually, see how it's in the third row? The third period there? Like, this is the first, second, third. that actually represents how many circles will kind of be around it as well. So yes, there will be a third circle. On sodium, chlorine, and aluminum, there will be a third circle for electrons. On sodium, chlorine, and aluminum, there will be a third circle for electrons. It's okay. What happened?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look over it again.
Something happened. Nate, can I get yours in here? You're doing a good job.
I'll do 2 minutes.
It's all right. You're getting it.
I don't need 12.
Yeah, you probably only needed 2 in that line.
Yeah.
All right.
I may have put too many negatives on the outside layer, but
Gonna
it
hold.
said 8s.
Yeah.
So and that's 8. So that should be fine, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Obviously, it's not organized the way I want it to be, but that's not that big of a deal. Okay. I didn't even learn that I wanted it organized that way until like my senior year of college, so you're okay. A lot of people just draw it that way. I just find that moving forward, if you draw them in pairs like that, it just makes it so much easier for future stuff that we'll be doing. Alright guys, well, keep this up and once we're done, we'll go over them.